Okay, welcome back, Movie Masters. Today is a little bit of an unconventional episode. I'm going to talk about the things that I purchased that either didn't get very much use or that honestly just weren't as good as the hype made them out to be. So I want to go through these objects with you and talk about why I think they're good, but also why I think they're overhyped. Let's just use that phrase. To start with, this. Looks like a GoPro. No, it's not a GoPro. It is the DJI Action 4. Now, I'm going to put this into the same category as a GoPro. Basically saying that the quality you get out of these is just not that good. I mean, not good when you're using, well, a professional camera or professional lights, but just your everyday today, it's just a little disappointing. And that's why I think DJI released the Pocket 3, which is a little bit of an upgrade. It has a slightly bigger sensor, it's better in low light, and well, it's very, it's got a gimbal on it. It's not relying on computer stabilization, it is, well, a motor stabilizer. So it's gonna work at night or whenever, whereas this, if it gets dark, the stabilization turns to crap, it's kind of useless. Now, don't get me wrong, these two items, while traveling, have probably been the most handy of everything. Once I got them, I just started using them, but I also realized the quality on my content went down. And I started filming with this here, the FX30, which I've rigged out, and then I switched to this. And yes, it was super handy. Like, it can just go in my pocket. If I had a pocket, it's called a pocket. And the quality is pretty good, and it comes with a wireless microphone. Both of them can use the same wireless microphone. This comes with it, this doesn't. At least if you buy the bundle pack. So that is the DJI Pocket 3. And there's these comparisons online, and don't get me wrong, you can get good footage with the right lighting. Like, everything kind of has to be perfect. This thing, it just gets good footage. Don't get me wrong, lighting and composition and all these things help, stability, but you can never, ever compare a camera like this to a camera like this. I mean, look at the size of this. I'm sure maybe in a few years' time I'll be like, wow, look at the size of this, it's so quality, but no, it's not. Okay, the next thing that I bought that I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying I haven't really had any use for it. I would like to have some use for it, but it's this, these Holi-land transmitters. Now what they do is they transmit HDMI video and audio to, well, from your camera to, say, an external monitor, so someone on set can watching. Now, while these are super important and super handy and a great product, unless you're making movies, unless you're working with a team, if you're a solo person, they're not much use. I did buy them for my clients to be able to monitor what they're viewing, but a lot of the time I'm shooting in S-Log. So, and when clients see S-Log 3 or S-Log, any kind of log, they're like, why is it so unsaturated? Where's the color? What did I hire you for? It's like, just come on, it's not been colored yet. So look, fine product, I have used them, everything works great, very easy to use. They only do 1080 HD, this version. This is the Mars 300 Pro. There are new versions that do 4K. I kind of wish I got the 4K, but at the same time, I don't use it. I've hardly used it. Now, let's talk about this, right? This thing in particular, this is the Atomist Ninja V. Now, This is a great monitor. It is one of the best monitors I have. It is easy to use, it has so many features, and it can also record onto a hard drive in the back of the monitor, which sounds amazing. And not only that, it can output 12-bit RAW from the Sony 12-bit RAW. No one else does that. Actually, I think it's 16-bit RAW. But for whatever reason, it comes out at 12. Don't get me started on the specifics of this conversation. Go on Reddit, have a read about it. But I bought it, and I bought a very expensive card. This was like 500 Australian dollars, about 300 euro. It's, what brand is it? I mean, it's the Atom X brand. I think this is maybe, well, it's made by Atomist, so of course it's going to be expensive. And I get 20 minutes of footage. 20 minutes. It's, and I put it on my computer, which I have a pretty powerful one, can't handle it. So while it does have a lot of uses to me, it's just not that useful. Another thing I will mention that I bought is the PD Movie. It's a smart motor. It's a miniature, well, how would I call this? It can turn your manual lenses into automatic lenses. It has a laser that goes, you actually have to take your lens cap off, but setting it up is a pain. Watch my other video. And look, I'll admit, once I got this lens, which is the Sigma 18 to 35 f1.8, and then when I got the lens, which is on this camera, which is a 35 to 150 full frame, f2 to f2.8, I just don't use any other lenses. So yeah, it doesn't get much use. Even though it's meant for focus pulling, I'm actually using it as a zoom. So it comes with a little knob and I use that as a zoom, but very rarely have I done that. This thing, it's pretty heavy, more of a shoulder cam. Well, then I can't see. I need to buy one of those rigs. But you know what? Probably buy it and then I'll never use it. So that's the point of this conversation today, to talk about things that you bought and maybe simply just not used. There are a few other couple of things that I will go through with you. I did buy this. This is an iPad. I talked briefly about the iPad earlier, and this is the M4. And at first I wasn't using it. I was literally using this thing as a teleprompter. Yes, a teleprompter. But it costs over $3,000. That's a very expensive teleprompter. So, seeing as I got the most powerful one, I decided to put DaVinci on it, and now I'm editing my videos on my iPad. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Is there something that you have bought that you just thought, this is crap, or I don't get any use out of this? Or maybe it's the opposite. What is something that you bought that you use daily, like that is essential? I would say for me, what we got here. This is the Rode Wireless Pro. And I've just got it connected to me, recording my audio, but having the good audio makes all the difference. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Please leave us your comments, tell us your stories. We'll do another episode on this in the future. There's a lot of stuff I have that I don't particularly need or even use, but I had to try it, so I have it. Anyway, until next time, keep on movie making.